Hello, I'm going to show you how to curb your hunger in the morning, how to beat those sugar cravings that you have in the morning, and how to eat right in the morning without having to cook this huge meal, and to eat to specifically bust belly fat and to get rid of toxins, and how to make it to lunch without eating a bunch of junk food. Okay. And I'm going to tell you some reasons why my tips and my plan actually work. Okay. So let's begin. First thing in the morning, if you're an early bird like me, I'm up by 5 a.m. in the morning, which I have been conditioned from working a bank job in processing. So what you're going to do is first go right for the water, okay? You're going to fill up, a cup of this size, a mug of this size. This is going to give you 2 cups of water. Fill it up with ice too and eat the ice too. Okay, so this is what you're going to go for as soon as you're going to wake up. Okay, you're going to drink at least half of this. You can put lemon water in here too if you want. Okay. Then you're going to have an egg or 2 eggs, okay? And I'll tell you why. Okay, eggs are really good for giving you stable sugar without crashing, so you don't crash, okay? So some people will go after sweets in the morning, like pie or dessert or something sweet like candy. They'll eat that almost to lunch because their sugar is still low. So when you wake up in the morning, usually your sugar is low. So you want to stabilize your sugar. And my nurse told me that it's better to eat eggs than eat candy. Okay, so 2 eggs will do it. I'll give you a name of a celebrity that did it. Marilyn Monroe is known for her egg eating, okay? I forget her name. Famous bodybuilder, black bodybuilder woman. She's like 80 years old. She drinks like 3 eggs every day. Okay, that's her morning meal. So me, I have at least 1 egg. Okay. So I recommend having your eggs. Have some high protein. Go hard on the protein early, okay? What that's going to do is keep you from wanting to go for a bunch of starch, like starchy cereal or a whole bunch of pasta in the morning, or a couple pieces of hash browns or a bunch of chopped fried potatoes in the morning. That'll keep you from having that, okay? Your body will automatically no longer crave that, okay? So then you're going to have a detox tea, okay? So I would recommend, I would recommend starting with these type of teas: a lemon ginger, a green tea or China green tea, and a colon cleansing tea. So these are the tea I have almost every day, okay? So green tea is really good in the morning to bust belly fat and to curb your hunger, okay? So I would recommend having 2 cups, okay, before lunchtime. That's usually before like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, okay, if you're up at 5 a.m. like me. So I put my green tea in my teacup, okay? Okay, and I let that sit to really get the fullness of the tea. So we'll get back to that. So what happens if you still want something sweet and you've had 2-3 eggs? What do? Okay, what you're going to do is go for a water type of fruit, like watermelon, okay, or like cantaloupe, or have some cucumbers, okay. That's going to also curb your hunger and to sort of balance your crave for sweetness. But you can go the Marilyn Monroe way and you can have chocolate, okay? You can have a half a cup of Slim Fast chocolate smoothie, okay? I'll tell you why I say half a cup, okay? So you can have that. Okay, so you're going to have your egg. You're going to have your cup of water with ice water. Okay. So by lunchtime, you should have finished all of this water. Okay. So you'll have your half a cup of chocolate smoothie Slim Fast, or just a chocolate smoothie. Marilyn Monroe had a cup every day. So then you're going to have your tea. So you can spread this out. You can have your egg, your 2 eggs, your egg water, your ice water, and chocolate. So you can have a half a bar of Hershey chocolate, or a half a cup of smoothie chocolate Slim Fast, or you can have a couple pieces of chocolate. That'll give you a nice balance. If you still feel like, I want something a little sweet, you can have, believe it or not, a hash brown. I know you're saying, how does hash brown crave my hunger with sweetness? Hash browns is still a form of starch, okay? It's potato. So the starch turns quickly into sugar. So that's why you ever notice when you have potatoes, you don't really want anything sweet, because your body turned the starch into sugar. Okay, so I want to share one thing that a fitness person told me, that you can be bigger, and it doesn't mean that you have more fat on your body. So get to know how much fat you actually have. So that's what you're working on. So you know how much of a diet you should have. Okay, and I wouldn't say this is a diet. This is pretty much healthy eating, but it's dieting you automatically, okay? You're having a diet automatically because you're eating healthy. So if you want, you can have a little bit of greens in the morning. That's if you choose. But this will do the trick. So when your green tea is ready, you're going to add a couple ingredients. This is first thing in the morning, and I know this works because it works with me and my friend who is a nutritionist, fitness prodigy. He does this every morning, has for like 20 years, okay? And he's in his 50s and ripped, okay? So, I mean, he's built like a bodybuilder, and he doesn't even go to the gym every day, but this is a little bit of what he does and a little bit of what I do. So, he has his green tea or his detox tea in the morning loyally, okay? And he adds garlic always to his tea, a little bit of garlic. I know what you're thinking, like, ooh, garlic tea. But how much do you really want to stay in shape, okay, or get in better shape? You have to be willing to go the distance, okay? Garlic is going to get rid of them toxins, which is slowing your system down, which is keeping you retaining fat, which is keeping you sick, making you, easy to get viruses. So garlic is a superfood you should have every day. So I put a little bit of garlic in black pepper, and I'll tell you about black pepper. Black pepper is really good for people who tend to have low iron. I crave black pepper because I have a little bit of low iron. So I put some garlic and black pepper in there like I did, and I put cinnamon. Okay, here's my cinnamon. My jars is all messy because I'm always using them. I try to wipe them down, but I use them several times a day. But at the end of the day, they're all wiped down. So I put my cinnamon. I would say at least a teaspoon of cinnamon, at least a teaspoon of garlic pepper, and you're going to put it in your tea while it's hot, okay? Because you want it to sort of burn, like, simmer into the actual water. Then I add a little bit of cayenne pepper with honey. So I got this in this cute little collection. I just love, this little beautiful box for Christmas. So I do that, and I let that sit, and I stir it. I stir it real good. You can kind of mix it with your tea bag if you want to. You can do this, mix it with your tea bag. So invest in a nice, beautiful tea set because you're going to be living the life of a tea person, okay? So I got this beautiful set for Christmas. It is so beautiful. Look at it. I specifically said, will someone please get me a tea set? So your teapot is going to be your best friend when you're getting in shape, okay? Busting that belly fat. Tea is going to be your best friend. Water and tea, okay? But detox teas, not the dollar store cheapy teas is like Lipton and all that. That's loaded with too much caffeine, and it's not, doesn't have any, you don't get any benefits from this. You want to make sure you read the pack. So if you wake up with headaches, migraines like me, you might want to always include a lemon ginger tea in your morning tea schedule. And by lunchtime, after lunch, I do a colon cleanse. You should colon cleanse tea, drink colon cleanse tea twice a day. This is after lunch, and this is after dinner. So I would wait like an hour or two after and go for my colon cleanse for my, dinner, and you're at home. And if you're at work, of course, you might want to skip the colon cleanse. But hey, if you're really serious, go for it, okay? So green tea is going to be your other best friend. So these are all your besties, okay? Your detox tea, your colon cleanse, your fancy, beautiful teapot, okay? Your chocolate, your eggs, okay? If you punk out and say, I'm going for the starch, I have to have starch in my diet, do not have no more than 1 hash brown or 2 rolled scoops of 2 fork spoons of noodles, okay? So this way you're not eating so much starch that your sugar amount is increased, and guess what? You're putting on weight. You're going above your calorie count for the day. So if I went to do my calorie count for the day, for morning and lunch so far, which I'm not really even that hungry for lunch. I have drank my detox teas that I only want something light for lunch. I'm actually having baked chicken and a little bit of greens for lunch. So I'm having a piece of baked chicken and a half for lunch and a little bit of greens, and that's it. And I'm not really that hungry. And I know what you're thinking. You seem like a big woman. I'm actually thick, but when I actually stepped on the scale, it took when it was showing my fat and mass and all that, it actually took like 35 pounds off, as this showed me that I'm actually only really maybe about 30 pounds overweight according to the muscle mass that I have. So I don't have much of a stomach up here because I have very little. I have a very small little pouch, maybe about 5 inches, about that much at the bottom when I sit. So that's going to get better with a lot of the workouts that I'm doing. You don't really have to work out on this morning lunch diet that I'm giving you. You don't. I would just say 10 minutes. 10 minutes power walking, 10 minutes exercise. That's all Marilyn Monroe did a day, 10 minutes. That was her. She usually did not do more than 10 minutes. Okay, so I would recommend that. She also smoked cigarettes and drank, and I think it was most in the afternoon and evenings during her shows and rehearsals. So she didn't eat much in the afternoon. So what do you do at lunchtime? Okay, lunchtime is where you want that energy because you're working, right? What you're going to do for lunch is you're going to power up on greens, okay? Energy food, okay, to get you over the hump of lunchtime at work. Energy food, okay? At nighttime, you're going to eat more water-type fruits, the darker ones. And the reason why is because your metabolism is slowing down and you don't want to put on weight at night while you're sleeping or while you're watching TV. So the dinner food, you should really try to include detox teas into your dinner, and drink a whole thing of this of ice water or iced lemon water before your dinner. Okay, So I gave you a little bit of lunch tips, dinner tips, and this is all going to slim that waist, ladies, and it's going to keep you nice and thick, okay? Okay, so my thickness stays because I eat chicken, okay? I eat turkey. Okay, this is all from chicken and turkey, but it's mostly muscle, okay? I don't have much flab. There's not much flab there, okay? So there's not much flab. It used to flab, but not anymore. So I realized that eating healthy, your body will tend to lose weight almost like a slinky. So it'll go weight loss here, in, over, weight loss in. This is if you keep protein in your diet and detox. But if you try to starve yourself to lose weight, your body may go into storing fat, or you may just go like this, straight down, bean pole. But if you don't want to lose your woman goods, you want to still eat your high protein and maybe add some sweet potatoes in there daily, and detox several times. I have at least 4 glasses of this by the time my day is over. Okay, 4 glasses. Okay, I'm aiming for really getting into drinking more detox teas right after dinner as well. But I tend to fall asleep early because I'm up so early. So I would recommend also having a detox tea right before bed. This way, when you get up in the morning, your body's ready to flush it all out. Okay. I have a friend that has detox type teas. I was telling you about him, the nutritionist Prodigy. Okay. He never went to nutritionist school, but he's brilliant, and he's in his 50s and just amazingly fit. And he has detox tea with his dinner and a glass before bed, and he wakes up, and I'm telling you, he goes into the bathroom, and you would think there was elephants in there letting off, because he just goes, his system just lets it all out, because of his detox tea before bed. And he comes out and he's like, I feel so much better. So he got me drinking the garlic tea, and let me tell you, first time he had me put garlic in my tea, I was like, no. And he said, you can eat this raw garlic and then drink the tea, or have the garlic in your tea. I said, I'm not eating raw garlic. Put the garlic in my tea. So he says, when you eat this garlic in the tea, you're going to be like this. Your system's going to be like this. And the toxins are going to be screaming and running for their life. And you're going to really feel like you got to go. So I drank it. I thought everything's fine. Nothing's happening to me. Before I knew it, I was stopping at a bathroom all the way home. I was like, wow, I feel so good. By the end of the day, after all those toxins were coming out of me from the garlic tea, I felt so much lighter. Because understand, detoxing is important because you're keeping at least 5 pounds of bowel in you every day. And you need to loosen that up. So this is going to sound a little graphic, but I have to be upfront with you, okay? When I had my detox teas, my 2 glasses in the morning, and I had my half of chocolate Slim Fast and my little bit of chocolate Hershey bar, I literally went to the bathroom. I had a bowel movement 3 times already. I know you think that's crazy, right? Who wants to be in the bathroom having a bowel movement 3 times? Now, if you think this is too much information, this is a fitness video. This is me showing you how to eat right. So I'm sharing my experience. So sometimes I have to tell even my most intimate experiences with getting in shape so that you know what to expect, what possibly may happen to you. So I feel so much better. And I realized that I wasn't really healthy because I wasn't really going to the bathroom. I thought it was normal to like go days without going to the bathroom, or 2 days without a bowel movement. It is not. Okay? So the detox teas are going to keep you regular using the toilet. Okay? So you really want to go for the detox teas. Like I said, the cayenne pepper, the cinnamon, the garlic, black pepper in your tea is going to do it. This is my third glass of the day. So I just drink it. I know you're thinking, ew, that sounds gross, but you get used to it, okay? It's medicine. It's healthy, it's medicine. If you don't like the taste too much, you can always put some raw honey. The honey, in this jar, honey actually comes in it with the cayenne pepper and a little bit of lime, okay? So I'm used to drinking it. It doesn't bother me. When I first drank this, I was like, whoo, you know, like such tastes like my grandma's medicine. But my body loves it. It wants it now. So you have to train your body to eat healthy and get used to it and used to the taste of eating healthy. Okay? So, and drinking healthy, okay? So don't forget your eggs in the morning, and I hope this helped you.